Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of the Library Marketing Show. I'm Angela Hursh from superlibrarymarketing.com, the website that helps you with your library promotions. Before we get into today's topic, I would love for you to head to superlibrarymarketing.com and suggest a topic for a future episode. Also, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do so. That way you'll be notified every Wednesday when I upload a new video. So I have to say special thanks to my friend from the UK, Liz McGettigan. She posted an article on LinkedIn a couple of weeks ago that is today's topic. That is the results of a survey that is still underway in Poland, but it is focused on trying to figure out why people don't use the library. What is it that non-library users are looking for, and why are they not coming to us for their needs? So the results of the survey is not completely finished, but it is really fascinating what they found out so far. I'll put a link to the article that Liz shared down below in the box where the show description is, so you can read the full story. But there are some top line results that have already started to emerge from this study. And the way they're doing it is they're using mystery shoppers to go into libraries and do some specific things and then interviewing them afterwards, which is a really fascinating and smart way to get a handle on what's going on inside libraries. So this is really interesting to me. A lot of people are carrying around their negative early encounters of libraries. So if they were a kid and they would go to the library and their books were often late and they were chastised and charged late fees, if they had an instance in which a book got damaged or lost, or they just had some kind of negative encounter with someone who worked in a library, that trauma can carry through into their adulthood and can keep them from coming back to the library. And I bring this up because this means that in our library marketing, we need to ensure that we are constantly talking about ourselves as a friendly, open, and inclusive place. If your library is fine-free, if you've gone fine-free in the last couple of years, as many libraries have, a lot of times when we do that, we just do a big promotional campaign when the fine-free stuff starts, and then we don't talk about it later. Continue to promote your library as a fine-free place. This way we can just kind of counteract some of those negative early encounters that people might have with the library. And connected to that, a lot of people associate the library with a place of silence. Shushing librarians, we all know the stereotype. So again, in our promotions, we have to make sure that our community knows that we are a place where they can talk, and in some cases be louder, that we have quiet spaces and we have spaces that are appropriate for louder conversations, playing music, and discussions. And we have to continue to talk about that, not just one time, but make it a part of your regular promotional editorial calendar. And then the third thing that came out of this survey, which I think is really fascinating, it talks a lot about the challenges librarians face as well. The library has transformed into a place that has lots of services, and some of those create some challenges. For instance, computers. When the computers break, that's something librarians have to fix. When printers go down, librarians have to fix that. When people are trying to learn how to set up a gaming console or download a book from a new ebook vendor, that is a challenge for librarians, and that can affect our service. This isn't completely related to marketing, but I want to bring it up because it is important for libraries to make sure they support their staff with training, help, and just to make sure that all of those challenges that librarians face are removed so that they can do their job of providing good service to their customers. What do you think? I'm curious what your interactions with non-library users have been. Do you have any insight that you can share with other viewers of this channel? Love to see your comments down below. Please let me know what you think about this video. As I mentioned before, you can go to superlibrarymarketing.com and click on the Library Marketing Show tab to suggest a topic for a future episode or to nominate your library or another library for Kudos. And Kudos today goes to the San Rafael Library. I'll put a link to this great news story down in the show description, but they have a grant and they're doing some amazing things with this grant. The grant is for $38,000, and they're going to expand all of their digital programs using this grant. So they're going to do digital and technology literacy programs. They're going to purchase some new 3D printers, some virtual reality headsets, computers, and workstations. So kudos to them for applying for the grant and winning it and using that money in a way that is really going to make an impact in their community. Great job, San Rafael Library. I want to make sure you remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment on this video below. Share it with everyone you work with at your library. Thank you for watching again, and I'll see you next time.